A very common thing when you're editing a document is realizing that maybe some more information has to go in somewhere. In this particular case, I'd like to insert a new figure, and I want it to go before this figure 2 here. So what it will essentially do, I want to put it just after this paragraph, and it's going to become the new figure 2. Now, I've used a cross-reference for figure 2 here, so this figure, if this number changes, this one can update. Unfortunately, for Microsoft Word, it doesn't auto-update. We're going to need to make it update on our own. So let's first begin by adding in the figure, and it's just going to be a schematic for the sensor. So I have it over here, and I'm dragging and dropping like I did before where I want it to go. And notice this moved into a new place because the schematic diagram is quite large. I'm going to accept that. I'm not going to worry too much about it being large. Typically you want it so that we can actually read your document and read all the figures. If I were to make it too small, it would be hard to read, and there's so much information in this diagram that I want to make sure it's big enough to read. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is add a caption. So I right click again and I say insert caption. And notice how it says figure 2. It already knows this is the new figure 2. So Word will update some things, unfortunately not others, and I'll show you what that means. And it's going to be liquid sensor schematic. Now, as before, it's not my diagram. I'm going to have to add a citation, and I can't do that from this dialog, so I'll click on OK. And I want to make sure that that's in there, so insert citation, and it was this one here, wave share. And I also want to make sure that I center everything, and I want to center that as well. Okay, so everything must be centered for a figure. Now let's take a look. The old figure 2 became figure 3, so that was great. Everything updated. But there's a problem here in that I had that cross-reference and it's saying figure 2 still. It did not update. So let's fix that problem first. In order to do that in Microsoft Word, it's a little bit strange. You want to select either the entire document. So let's say that I have so many different references to figure 2, figure 3, and so on that I really want to just have Microsoft Word figure it all out. Alternately, I could do this individually just by saying update field here. So I just clicked on this thing, right-clicked it, and updated field. I'm not going to do that because what I want to do is make sure I don't accidentally miss one. So let's go through that process. I'm going to select the entire document. To do that, I say Control and A, at least in Windows. In Mac, it's a little bit different. With the entire document selected, I'm going to right-click, and now I'm going to update field. What this will do is intelligently update all the fields that are needed. All of the cross-references, the reference page, everything that has to be updated, it'll do for you. So I update my field, and you'll notice that my figure 2 changed to figure 3.